Hello animal lovers, welcome to our new video about the creation of animals in Hindu mythology. Hindu mythology not only has some of the most interesting human characters ever, but a huge kingdom of animals too. From fish that save the world to horses that fly higher than birds, every animal in Hindu mythology has a story to tell and a lesson to teach. There are some theories about how animals came into being. We will discuss about that. So the theory number 1, Lord Brahma, the creator, had a son called Kassapa. Kassapa had many wives who bore him different types of children. Aditi gave birth to the Devas, gods who live in the sky. Diti gave birth to the Asuras, demons who live under the earth. Kadru gave birth to the Nagas, slithering serpents and Oms that crawl on trees and on earth. Vinata gave birth to Gaduras, birds and insects that fly in the air. Sarama gave birth to all wild creatures with claws, and Surabhi gave birth to all the gentle animals with hooves. Timi gave birth to all the fishes, and Surasa gave birth to the monsters. Thus, all gods, demons, animals, and even humans have a common ancestor in Kassapa in Hindu mythology. They call him Prajapati, father of all creatures. His story is found in Puranas, books that are at least 2000 years old. There are also other theories of how animals came into being. Some can be found in earlier books, while some have never been written but passed down orally by stargazers and storytellers. Theory number 2, Brahma and Satarupa. The first man, Brahma, saw the first woman, Satarupa, and fell in love with her. He tried to touch her. She laughed and ran away. He followed her. To avoid getting caught, she turned into a doe. To catch up with her, he turned into a stag. She then became a mare. He became a stallion. She transformed into a cow. He turned into a bull. She became a goose and flew up into the air. He followed her, taking the form of a gander. Every time she took a female form, he took the corresponding male form. This went on for millions of years. Thus, over time, all kinds of beasts came into being, from ants and elephants to dogs and cats. So say the Upanishads, conversations that took place nearly 3000 years ago. Theory number 3, Yogasanas. Lord Shiva, the great yogi, was at peace with himself. In his joy, he assumed many poses known as asanas. Many of these poses resembled animals. For example, the Ushtra Asana resembled a camel. When Shiva took this pose, camels came into being. From the Matsya Asana, fishes came into being. From the Bhujanga Asana, snakes came into being. From the Salav Asana, locusts came into being. From the Gomukha Asana, cows came into being. Shiva thus stood in millions of poses, giving rise to millions of different kinds of animals. So says the lore of yogis. Theory number 4, Avatars. From time to time, Lord Vishnu, the preserver, who resides on the ocean of milk, descends to walk on earth. He takes the form or avatar of different animals. When he does so, sometimes he is a fish, sometimes a turtle, sometimes a wild boar, sometimes a swan. In memory of the many forms he took, various animals came into being. So the next time you see a fish, remember that it was once a form of Vishnu. And when you see a swan, remember that was a form of Vishnu. Theory number 5, Rasi. A cluster of stars is known as a constellation. Ancient rishis divided the sky into 12 equal parts, each occupied by a constellation. The constellations are called zodiacs in English and Rasis in Sanskrit. Some of the rasis take the form of animals. There is a Mesa or Ram constellation that the sun passes through in early summer. Then there is Mina, the fish, Vrishchika, the scorpion, Simha, the lion, and Vrisava, the bull. After the sun passes the Makara constellation, whose tail is like a fish and head is like an elephant. The days grow longer and warmer, heralding the approach of summer. After the sun passes the Karka or crab constellation, the days become shorter and colder, indicating the approach of winter. This information comes from Jyotish Shastra or the books of astrology. Poets often wonder what came first, the constellations or the animals. Did the design of the stars inspire the gods to create the animals? Theory number 6. Yoni. Many Hindus believe that a being gets a human life after passing through 84 million animal wombs. Astrologers say that one can find out which was the last animal's womb or yoni one was born in from one's time of birth. That yoni determines an aspect of one's personality. Some of the yonis are elephant, cow, mare, snake, cat, dog, rat, monkey, tiger, goat, buffalo, and deer. Which yoni came first? That of man or that of an animal? Are humans the ancestors of animals, or is it the other way around? There is no escaping the fact that we are related to the birds and beasts of the forest. They may be our ancestors or they may be our descendants. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe for more animal and spirituality related videos. Goodbye, animal lovers. Tata.